All right, we're going to the half. Let's do the rant. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the rant. Cayden McFarland, Big Al Jerkins. We are excited about this one. We've been waiting for this one.
I hope you didn't waste all your energy on our Facebook pregame.
I've been a little animated on the Facebook Live. Yeah, the college football poll talk gets me going. I'm gonna cross my legs and sit back.
Okay, do you really seriously take the polls to, since they don't mean anything anymore, do we get excited over nothing? Or do we presume that the College Football Committee is using that as a tool? Geez, I hope not.
I would say, and we're looking at video of Oklahoma State defeating West Virginia yesterday 50-39, OSU number 11 in the AP poll. I do think OSU could be a notch or two higher in the college football playoff.
You think they will be tomorrow?
Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Or Tuesday. What is it?
I think OU will be a notch or two higher. I think Ohio State will be a notch or two lower because that's the one that's got my blood boiling.
This is what needs to happen. Committee.
Committee. Take notice.
Ohio State, even though they beat Penn State, right now is not the number 3 team in the country.
No.
Not number 3.
It's a joke.
They should not be in the playoffs if the season ended today. So what I hope will happen tomorrow in the college playoff committee rankings, or excuse me, Tuesday, Ohio State is like 5-6, and OSU either be 6 or 7.
I hope OU's ahead of them. To me, that would be the right thing for the college football playoff committee to do.
That would be, I could see where the committee could use the excuse that Ohio State's loss was a better loss than the OU loss. Even though Iowa State is tied for first in the Big 12. Did I say that? Did I really say that?
You really just
They're
said
in a
that.
4-way tie
State
for first place and have tiebreaker over 2 of those teams, and they haven't played the 3rd team yet. So Iowa State.
Have you reached the point now where you are not counting these guys out at all? Like in 2 weeks they play Oklahoma State, you think they can go give it to them?
No.
Okay.
No way.
Even though they lost to Texas. Different quarterback, I guess what you're saying. They should have been playing the walk-on. All right, now we're looking at video of Oklahoma beating Texas Tech last night. Al, I cut these highlights with you in mind as you watch. Texas Tech scored on their first 3 possessions, 20 points in the first quarter, and we got some Mike Stoops cutaways for you.
I saw them.
He was not a happy man.
Saw them. In his turtleneck.
They were booed by the home crowd. Not everybody, but a few fans were booing the defense when they came back after halftime.
Even more incredible than that, to me, is that according to eyewitnesses, over 30,000 fans left the game in the 3rd quarter.
Well, it was cold and it was late.
Oh, stop with the cold.
Here's Mike Stoops.
Stop with the cold.
We've been waiting for it. Here's Mike up in the box after that long Texas Tech touchdown, their 2nd of the night, and he is not happy. Don't read lips, kids.
It's dangerous to have him in a booth.
How badly does this guy want to be the defensive coordinator in the SEC? Maybe, the Florida job just opened up. Not saying he's going to get the head coaching job, but somebody needs a defensive coordinator there
Did I really hear that McElwain was lying about the death threats?
Yeah, that's
just
why
lying
firing him with cause.
to try to get sympathy?
I don't know why. Why would you lie about that?
To get sympathy.
It's a strange thing to do for somebody making that kind of money in that post, but okay, so let's talk about Bedlam. Oklahoma State is an early 3-point favorite. Does that seem about right to you?
Home team.
Vegas is basically saying these teams are dead even, right?
I think here's just my guess that they're trying to get OU money.
Okay.
And I think they will get OU money, and I think by game time it'll be like 1. It may even be even. That's just my guess.
Do you think OU's the better team?
Offensively, I think they're a better team.
A little more consistent,
a little bit. Well, the running game, I think, can be sensational.
Yeah.
And listen.
It was last
Rudolph is great. Mayfield
is
just he is so good. The way the ball comes out of his hand is just phenomenal for a college quarterback. Yeah. I think he has a stronger arm than about a third of the quarterbacks in the National Football League.
Really?
Yes.
That's strong.
I really think his arm is
He can make all the throws. I can't believe how accurate he is on the run and different arm angles. He's a phenomenal quarterback. It took a while for me to warm up and completely buy into him as an elite guy, as a guy who could play in the NFL. I now believe he is. And look, I think he's getting disrespected in the Heisman race, and I don't understand it. This Saquon Barkley guy, people are wanting to crown him early in the year. Tell me why.
Well, after he returned the opening kickoff, they already crowned him.
Yeah, they just gave it to him in that moment. He had -3 total yards in the second half yesterday. Mayfield shredded the Buckeyes in the second half a month and a half ago.
You Sooner homer, you?
I've become a Sooner homer, apparently, because, look, I just think he's getting overlooked, and I don't understand.
Because someone called him.
Yeah, it happens. Social media. Okay, so... I think I'm surprised actually that we're this close, I think, on what we're trying to say or what we're thinking about Bedlam. I think that OSU's offense is certainly capable of a huge game against this OU secondary. If the OU secondary is not right, if the officials call it a certain way, if Rudolph's on, Washington's almost uncoverable under the right conditions. But we both think that the OU offense is more of a sure thing. Like, they'll go get 35 or 42 almost certainly. With Oklahoma State, I'm not sure. What kind of shape is their offensive line in? How are they running the ball? I mean,
I'm just surprised that one lineman returning to the lineup makes the OSU offensive line that much better. But apparently it was.
Yeah, Lundblade is huge, and then Crabtree's back as well.
I get it.
Healthier. I mean,
but this is going to be a coach's game. This is going to be an X's and O's game.
And who do we have? Who do we give the advantage? That's
okay, so
first time Riley v. Gundy.
I think it's going to be an awesome contest in that regard.
Yeah. Be fun to watch.
And
to pick afraid to say.
Well, I can't.
mean, Gundy's record in this game.
Well, we just saw. I cannot believe how pathetic the OSU kicking game has become.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. That's
a real
liability.
I know he was joking.
Yeah.
Enough with the Heisman campaign thing. You've got your A+ in marketing. Just concentrate on holding the football for your kicker.
That's right. They
brought
in a different punter yesterday. Signer for Heisman.
Kind of went down the drain in a hurry.
Justice Hill out early, and J.D. King
Hill came back.
Carried 30-plus times. Yeah, Justice came back in the second half yesterday. So the rushing performance yesterday for OSU did not inspire enough confidence for you that you think they'll be able to replicate that against OU? Or do you? You think they can run like they did yesterday against the Sooners?
Yes, I think they will be able to run, but not to the satisfaction of a complete victory. I think this, like I said, I think it has to be an X's and O's, well-balanced game. I don't think OSU can just concentrate on the run. I don't think they can just concentrate on the pass. They're going to need everything. And OU's running backs at this juncture in the season, they have 4 guys that can legitimately run the football.
Sure.
So I want to see OSU stop that. I'm not completely sold on OU's wide receivers completely, but I think Mayfield makes them better.
Yep.
That pass he just threw that we just saw,
forget
that's not a. You don't make that kind of pass in college.
And
I'm sorry, unless you're John Elway or somebody like that.
We forget OU was up 14-0 on Iowa State when CeeDee Lamb went out.
Right.
He's back. He's healthy, and he was great yesterday against Texas Tech.
Okay, so who's going to practice the least, Rudolph or Mayfield? Because both quarterbacks.
And they're both claiming no practice.
No
at
practice.
All.
They haven't
practice
practiced in 2 weeks, yet they both put on performances like you wouldn't believe.
Sources tell me both of them are in full body cast.
No practice for anybody. We're all going to go have pizza.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, see if Mike Stoops.
So we give the quarterback edge to Mayfield. It's not very often we get into a big Bedlam game and feel like the Oklahoma State defense might clearly be the better defense on the field. The numbers would show that, Al, and the last 2 weeks OSU's defense has been really, really good. The 39 points West Virginia scored, don't let that fool you. Right. Special teams touchdown, pick 6, and then late scores that didn't really matter. OSU's defense was great, so took it away a lot.
Do we give kudos to OU's defense because they held Texas Tech to 27?
Yeah, that's nice, but I don't think they're playing as well as OSU's right now.
I think Texas Tech won't win another game all year.
Yeah, you're probably right. Now, that's not to say that I think OSU's going to go out there and get a whole bunch of stops on Baker Mayfield, but they are playing better defense, and normally in the Bedlam game, the team with the better defense wins, right?
You know who I wish we could have somehow talk to him I would love to talk to Troy Aikman.
Okay.
And have him analyze these two quarterbacks.
Okay.
Because I think he would really give us a really good breakdown of who's maybe not necessarily NFL ready,
right,
but who has the best presence to win a game like this.
I like both of them.
See, well, I do.
And I say that, I mean, I like a lot of college quarterbacks who don't go on to do anything in the NFL. To me, a lot of that is system, it's fit, it's where you end up and everything else. But Rudolph, Gundy talked about this after yesterday's game, how Rudolph was texting him late Thursday night saying, hey, go to play 47 of the Texas game. Is this a play you think we can use against, I assume it was West Virginia he was talking about. Rudolph is a student of the game.
By the way,
he's a guy who takes this seriously.
Is Mike ordering a pizza? double anchovies.
Antacids is what I'm assuming he's ordering. He said, can we make a trade?
Every time.
Who's available on the waiver wire?
See, it just pops into your head. You're trying to guess what he's saying, you know. And we've been around him so long that you know it's beautiful.
Yes, that's right. Okay, weeks ago we thought we were going to have an undefeated Bedlam, and you were saying you were anticipating this like you never have for Bedlam. Where are you now that it's 2 one-loss teams? It's college football playoff elimination game.
Exactly.
The Sooner Schooner broken down.
Yeah,
by the way.
Jiminy, Chris, what else is going on around here? No wonder Stoops was on the phone. Get that bleeping Schooner off the field, will you? My defense is ready to go out there. What are you guys fooling around?
It was symbolic of the defense in the first quarter. The defense did play great the rest of the way, though. I mean, hats off.
Okay, so what do you think deep down in the locker room they were thinking about getting booed?
I don't think they were happy.
No.
I mean, players hate that sort of thing at home. Good for them for playing well. It was Caleb Kelly, I heard, discussing it. We'll have some of that sound for you tonight after the NFL. But, yeah, they couldn't have been happy. Was their pride hurt enough that they're going to go up to Stillwater and play like their hair's on fire? Or are they going to give a performance kind of like they did against Baylor or Iowa State in the first half against Kansas State? I mean, their performance has been like this, so I don't know what to expect from the OU.
Yeah, but they ruled the second half.
Yeah, they did.
They
did.
All right. I guess this is the final thing. We've got tape of that bogus call on TU.
Let's go ahead and roll
okay.
Tulsa versus SMU Friday night, and this game changed, or this play changed everything. TU was up 28-21. Skipper to Justin Hobbs. Incredible one-handed catch. He is off to the races. This would have made it a 14-point game in the third quarter. Tulsa didn't score 7 points the rest of the way. They lose 38-34. And if you didn't see it, watch closely on the replay. He did a high step for about a step, and they called the touchdown back. This is a relatively new thing in college football. You saw it tonight for the first time and said,
wow. It's so bogus.
Bogus! What is this?
See, I had read about it before I saw it. Mike Pereira, who we trust as the official, he works college games now too.
Yes. He backs the refs all the time.
He always, but he said, come on, common sense.
And it turned out to be so crucial.
That was so Bush League.
It was.
It was Bush League.
And I don't think that there are officials in almost any other league that would call it. The AAC throws the most flags every year. I mean, come on. Come on!
So is Montgomery on the phone? They got screwed twice.
What's it going to do? What's it going to do?
Well, he got screwed twice last year.
Right. Yeah, I mean, what's it going to do? Now, I'll say this. Hey, kid, just run into the end zone. You're 2-6. Now you're 2-7, right? I mean, nice play. Love that they were able to open up the deep passing game a little bit, and you made a one-handed catch, and I get why you would be excited, but why chance it? I mean, when you're a 2-win team that's just fighting and scratching for everything, this would have kept you bowl eligible for another week. Just run into the end zone.
What I would like to know, would that official make that call against the 7-2 Memphis team?
No.
Would he make the call?
That's a great point.
No. Central Florida is 8-0, right?
Not a chance.
Would they make that call against Central Florida?
If the game situation was the same, not a chance.
See, that's the problem I have with it. The lack of consistency and the competency that comes to when it would not happen against Memphis. No. It would not happen against Central Florida.
Agreed.
It wouldn't happen against South Florida.
Agreed.
Please
and
stop.
I know that may not
Navy
play,
would never have been called for that.
I know how that sounds and how that'll
Well,
play
it's
with
too
some
bad
people,
how-
but I mean,
I don't care how it
you've
sounds.
seen enough of it. You've been to Fayetteville enough
Right,
to know
exactly.
that
It's so
things
bogus.
have happened.
I cannot believe the official would have the
Temerity.
yeah.
Whatever. I know it. Hey, we're fired up for Bedlam, and we'll be ranting more. Tuesday night, we'll have some reaction for you to the college football playoff rankings. Very much looking forward to this week, and, you know, it's going to start to clear some things up. It's going to eliminate somebody from the college football playoff race, but not necessarily the Big 12 title race, because OU still has TCU, OSU still has Iowa State. I can't believe I'm saying Iowa State. But we're right in the middle of it. There's more company at the top than we expected.
That's cool.
But we're right in the middle of it.
Because they want number 1 against number 2 guaranteed.
All right, that does it for the rant. Be good, everybody.